Hi, my name is Stephen Day, and I teach Algebra 1 as well as Digital Storytelling and Yearbook here at New West Charter. Welcome to Back to School Nights and this presentation. This is going to cover a little bit about me as well as some curriculum overview, some stuff about the class periods and sport periods, as well as grading policies. I was born in the Bay Area and then was educated up in Canada. I went to McGill University and Simon Fraser University. McGill's in Montreal and Simon Fraser in Vancouver. Before coming down to Los Angeles and studying at Cal State Northridge for a teacher credential. And then I went on to study entertainment studies at the UCLA Extension program. In the midst of all this, I also lived and traveled in different parts of the world and was educated in various ways in the entertainment field in India, as well as London and Europe and New York. I've taught for 15 years in public schools in Los Angeles, the greater Los Angeles area. 13 of those have been in high school, and 2 have been in middle school. And I'm loving all of it. This is the curriculum overview. My goal for students in math is to develop the language of math, to engage in discourse about problems and problem solving, and then develop confidence in using that language to solve problems. In the first semester, we're going to be solving equations and inequalities, looking at functions, systems of linear equations, exponents, sequences, and series. And then in the second semester, we'll work with polynomials, including factoring, as well as looking at quadratic equations and then moving functions. Class period expectations. For me, I feel that I need to have a structured class with more or less the guidelines there, with opening for 5 minutes, direct instruction for 15 and onwards. I like to make connections, so if we're in the middle of the year, I like to look back and set student understanding back to what we have done, and then look at where we're going. So always keeping a big picture view of what's happening in the year's curriculum. Introducing real-world problems and connecting the arts to math is very important for me. I do have training also in merging the arts and in mathematics specifically. Student expectations. Well, I do expect students to be on time and ready with a notebook and ideally a whiteboard where they can write problems down and then show them. I do expect students to be on camera, so cameras working, and to be respectful, listen to others, give feedback, participation. And then, very importantly, attend the support sessions. The support sessions extremely important in mathematics because we have to stay on top of skills. So they're Tuesday and Friday at 11:30 in the morning and Wednesday at 2:30. We'll be previewing and reviewing key ideas, but also I'm giving the opportunity for students, if they don't get a concept in the exit ticket or in a quiz, to retake for full credit a quiz or any kind of participation exit ticket kind of grade if it's done the same week. So it has to be done in support periods. Support periods are recommended if the grade is an A, B, or C, and then they're mandatory for people who aren't passing. They're also mandatory if I assign it. So there are times when I'll ask to have a meeting or I'll ask students to come to that support period when they're not doing as well as they could be, or maybe they just miss a concept in that particular period. In that period, a skill has gone by, and if they're not catching that skill, it's extremely important to come to the support period, and I will definitely be calling if students miss that. The grading policy is about 50% assignments and projects, 10% classwork, 10% homework, 10% participation, and then 20% exams and quizzes. The scale is 90% for an A and 10% for each of the letter grades down from there. There's about an hour of work outside of class, but that varies, and it depends also on how well the student is getting the concept. So that could be more depending on whatever is needed to be whatever is needed to be done has to be done. So if there's a submission late and there's a good excuse, then we can look at that. You have to communicate with me. Of course, there's accommodations for late work. You just have to let me know. Thanks so much for listening. I would love to hear from you. I've got email that you can reach me with. You can also call me on my cell phone. We'll connect on various levels. If you have any computer issues or internet issues, please contact Ms. Perez in the front office. I'm really looking forward to chatting with you in the Q&A, and I do appreciate your questions and anything you want to discuss. I'll look forward to seeing you there. Take care. Bye-bye.